What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some great news. As father, trainer, manager, and CEO of DHP, Devin Haney Promotions, Bill Haney, father, obviously, of WBC undefeated lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney, 27 wins, no losses, no draws, 15 wins by way of knockout. Devin Haney is 23 years of age, 5'8", with a 72-inch arm reach. With that said, Bill Haney, he expressed that they still have and still in deep negotiations with undefeated, newly crowned unified lightweight world champion Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., his team, and still in contact with Lou DiBella, who is the promoter of George Kambosos Jr., to stage the massive undisputed lightweight showdown between the two. With that said, it looks like the date would be June 4th in Australia. So he stated that they're willing to accept, and they have made it abundantly clear that they will accept the same deal that Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko, two-time Olympic gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champions, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko accepted, which was a two-fight deal to fight George Kambosos in Australia. And even if Vasil Lomachenko beat George Kambosos Jr., he will have to have a rematch in Australia with George Kambosos Jr. So normally, the rematch clause will see, the winner of the fight, face off against in a home and home a situation, right? But in this case, according to the sources that said that Vasil Lomachenko has agreed to the deal, he's going to do a 2-2. Well, he's going to fight George Kambosos in Australia, and then do the next fight in George Kambosos in Australia should he be victorious. And Devin Haney is willing to accept all and the same demands from George Kambosos Jr. This is good news because we know Vasil Lomachenko is currently off the table. Vasil Lomachenko is on the front lines defending his country of Ukraine. Vasil Lomachenko, he stated that, his future is, currently blurry. We don't know what the future holds for him because of what's taking place between Ukraine and between Russia. So with that said, he stated that the sport of boxing is the last thing on his mind. He's not thinking about the sport of boxing. He's thinking about defending home. He's thinking about, obviously, his family and friends and the unfortunate chain of events that's taking place in the Ukraine. So with that said, then we see, everybody else is busy. Gervonta Tank Davis, we know it's a process by elimination, so to speak, because we know Gervonta Tank Davis is now going to be fighting his initial opponent from December 5th, which was Rolando Rolly Romero. So he's off the table. So as Bill put it, they don't have many options anyway at this point in time. I mean, there's reports that George Kambosos Jr. would do, a tune-up fight, and then look to face off against rising lightweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia, he has a fight coming up April 9th against Emmanuel Tago, okay? And then he stated that they're willing to go to Australia as well to face off against George Kambosos. But, he didn't sound so committal to going to Australia to face George Kambosos Jr. And it just makes sense. It just makes sense that Ryan Garcia sits it out because Ryan Garcia was the mandatory for Devin Haney, okay? And he never took that fight. So with that said, it just makes sense that Devin Haney gets the massive undisputed showdown with George Kambosos Jr. History is made, okay? At the end of the day, history needs to be made. It's the glamour division, it's the lightweight division, and it's, a historic division. You understand what I'm saying? So there's never been a four major sanctioned belt holder, lineal, undisputed lightweight world champion. So this would be, the first time in history that we could, get. We had obviously undisputed champions in the lightweight division, obviously, but with that said, they never held all 4 belts because at the time they were undisputed, the WBO wasn't a major belt. Okay, so this is, a great step in the right direction. And I'm glad that Bill is saying that, even when he did this interview with KQKC, shout out to the brother KQKC Boxing Network, and even when he was doing the interview, Lou DiBella was calling them. They were in contact. So that's a great sign. That's great news. And, hopefully we get it done. We could get the fight we all been waiting for, which is undisputed. I know a lot of fans, don't want to see this fight because there's a lot of George Kambosos fans, there's a lot of Ryan Garcia fans, and there's a lot of Vasil Lomachenko fans that don't want to see Devin Haney get this opportunity. They want to see their fighter get this opportunity, okay? And so at the end of the day, I feel like Devin Haney has waited his turn. Devin Haney has, done everything to get his opportunity. He's been a WBC champion. He's been the mandatory challenger. He's patiently waited his turn, and he's looking to fight the best. He's looking to create history, and that's all that should count at the end of the day. What should count for everybody is that history is made. Everybody wants to see history, okay? And now we get an opportunity for undisputed in the lightweight division. So with that said, we got to see how this unfolds. But Bill said that, June 4th is the target date for this fight. And I know a lot of people, how you doing, are concerned with, a lot of people are concerned with, if Devin Haney will get a fair shake, if he goes to Australia. Is Devin Haney going to get a fair shake if he goes to Australia on the cards? We just saw a situation that took place with undisputed junior welterweight world champion, United Kingdom, Scotland superstar boxer Josh Taylor, as he defended his undisputed titles against Jack Catterall. And when he defended his undisputed titles against Jack Catterall, many people thought that Jack Catterall should have got the nod. He didn't get the nod at the end of the day, and that's a huge concern. And we know what took place overseas in the Olympics with Roy Jones, with Floyd Mayweather, even with Shakur Stevenson. So many people questioning and they're worried, is Devin Haney going to get a fair shake? Is Devin Haney going to get, an even shake if it goes to the scorecards? Or is Devin Haney going to put on such a masterclass performance that it won't even matter, okay? Now, again, this will be the biggest fight for undisputed in Australia history, okay? We know that you had legendary 8th division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, he went to Australia. He defended his WBO title against Jeff Horn. And many people thought that Manny Pacquiao didn't get a fair shake. There's many people that thought that Manny Pacquiao won that fight against Jeff Horn, and he just simply didn't get, the nod, So there's a lot of people that are questioning and they're worried. Devin Haney going over there. I personally, for one, I'm not concerned with that. I think that, Devin Haney will put on a masterclass performance. I think that, they'll get it right, and obviously it's always a concern. We never know what the judges are thinking and what the judges are going to do, in any bout, whether it's in the States, whether it's in Australia, whether it's in the UK. It doesn't matter where the fight is. You just never know what the outcome is going to be in any fight. So with that said, this is great news. To see Lou DiBella continuously in contact with Bill Haney means that there's definitely interest there, and this is a fight that definitely should be made ASAP. I think it should have been a no-brainer. I don't think it should have dragged out this long. I think it should have been agreed upon. But hey, better late than never. And as long as it comes to fruition, that's all that matters in the sport of boxing. So with that said, Looks like June 4th will be the target date. Hopefully everything works out and we get this undisputed fight and history will be made. We'll have a 7th undisputed champion in the sport of boxing. Right now we have 6 to hold all 4 major sanction belts. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.